Coping with anticipatory grief depends on a lot of different factors. Probably the most important one is the way that we normally respond to life. I think it's safe to say that grief throws a magnifying glass on my essential personality. A lady came to me after the first night of a grief group session, which we run here at the funeral home twice a year, and she said, "You know, this really isn't for me." And I said, "Help me understand that." She said, "Without disrespecting other people's grief and loss, and without denying that I am hurting, I tend to look at life like the underside of a cloud, and there's always a silver lining around it. It seems to me these people are looking at the gray. I'm always looking at the silver lining, and this isn't going to be good for me." She was an upbeat, happy personality, and spending time focusing on what she didn't have now, what wasn't working, wasn't who she essentially was. And though she was mellowed, she was still an upbeat, positive, where's the silver lining behind this cloud? Is there a lesson to be learned kind of a gal? And that's okay. Grief throws a magnifying glass on my essential personality. If you have a person that's given to anger, given to raging, given to sullenness naturally, and that's how he copes with life all the time, require him to give up a loved one, and you're going to see more of that. If you have a person given to sadness and be a melancholy person, may swoop down into depression. Does that make sense to us? That grief is just going to amplify everything and just heighten what is already there. This is important when people tell you about their grief or tell you about someone they know. My son just sits in his room all the time now that his dad has died. He's not responding. He doesn't want to come out to eat. And I said, tell me about your son. Describe him to me before Dad passed away. She describes a loner. And I'm saying, that's what you're going to see more of. This is the way that he's expressing his grief.